This MMA 30 segment is powered by The Gun Store. Next time you're in Las Vegas, if you want to shoot a real machine gun, do it at The Gun Store at 2900 East Tropicana.
I've known George St. Pierre since 2004, and he's one of the nicest guys I've ever met, and he's always, exactly the same no matter what the situation is, no matter who he's fighting. Since 2004, I've never seen him like he was tonight. George St. Pierre flipped out tonight after Nick Diaz was in the ring. And Nick needs motivation. He's got it. He's going to fight George St. Pierre. Carlos Condit has agreed to step aside and get the next guy. He said that Nick, I quote, you're going to think I'm full of shit, but this is the truth. I quote, he's the most disrespectful human being I've ever met, and I'm going to put the worst beating you've ever seen on him in the UFC, is what George St. Pierre said. And we called Carlos Condit, he's agreed, he stepped aside, and he wants to fight on that same card. So we're hoping to do this thing Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas.
See how I gotta come off just to get a fight? I gotta come off like that just to get a fight. And it's, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be the bad guy, you wanna point the finger, make me the bad guy, I'm the bad guy, now I get a fight.
It worked. I like Carlos Condit, I respect him, and yeah, he's getting the title shot. He'll get the next shot at the guy, and he just said he wants to fight on that card too. So he's gonna fight on that card. It was a good conversation.
What if he were to lose in that fight?
That would suck.
All right.
I go running all the time around my neighborhood, out of the bad neighborhood and into a good neighborhood where I like to run. I run by hundreds of these nice, huge houses with these big yards and fountains everywhere, and these people have like their little picnic patio, little side yard, little pool, all this stuff, right? And then I take a little circle around and then go back into my neighborhood where my car gets robbed. I got some, dude out front of my house looking for cigarette butts or something from, where some friends might have left some, or, it's ridiculous. I'm here, all you people, everybody's watching me fight,
Let me tell you, I don't know how much houses cost up there in Stockton, but bro, let me tell you what, you got enough money to move. I guarantee you that. I don't know
while I'm fighting every 2 months, every 3 months, I'm gonna have to take a few fights off and try to situate my, you know what I'm saying? My brother moved, and it's like, it's a long story, man. I'm working with, you know what I mean? I don't know how to go buy in a house in the middle of all this training. I didn't go to school for that, I started training jiu-jitsu when I was 16 years old, because I got thrown around a few schools. I started training jiu-jitsu when I was 16. I went on, 100%, because I already knew I beat all these guys. I beat everybody, If I had a half a second to kind of situate something, then, that'd be that. Everyone wants to make their little jokes and laugh, and Dana says, too, all you guys laugh at me. That's not funny, all right? If I just backed out of the fight like George did, I could have got my life together. Yeah, I could have thrown some money on something, right? And then I wouldn't have nothing to complain about. But unfortunately, that's not the situation I've been in, and nobody knows what it is, But it is what it is, and it's not a good time. It's not, And right, nobody wants to come see it. Every time I'm avoiding the press, nobody wants to come see that. That's not appealing to anybody. I can sit up here and just complain all day. I don't want to do that, but that's what you got me doing.
This MMA 30 segment is powered by The Gun Store. Next time you're in Las Vegas, if you want to shoot a real machine gun, do it at The Gun Store at 2900 East Tropicana.